All right, and we're back with the end of day trade review for Thursday night, February the 16th, 2023. What a busy week it has been. Let's jump right into things for Take Back Friday. Keep in mind that Monday is a holiday, so there will be an abbreviated trading schedule for Monday. Excuse me. Okay, so first chart is crude oil by way of ticker OIH, the crude oil futures ETF. You notice that we had a crash alert coming into today, and instead we got this narrow range bar. But we still remain in a bull market with a bearish trend momentum reading, and the market is moving sideways. So still no real attempt being made to go anywhere. So this is definitely one to watch. Next up is the Russell My Hustle. So we crossed over to the beginning stages of a bull market in the Russell, but we still have this bearish trend momentum reading overhead. The market tried to ride today, but failed, and instead we got a bot check for the Russell. And when we get these diamonds here, red diamond means massive short positions being instituted, and that is normally preceded by a very, and I do mean very, large move in that direction. So be ready, ladies and gentlemen, for the Russell My Hustle to come down here to the $180 mark. That's a $12 drop from where the market is currently for ticker IWM, the Russell ETF. Next up, we have gold by way of ticker GLD. It's in a bull market, but it also remains under a bearish trend momentum reading. And you're just hugging the top of the Kumo cloud support here. And the world is waiting to see how much deeper in the cloud it's going to go, or is it going to use the top of the Kumo cloud as a support and then try to make another run at the overhead resistance zones and or try to fill the gap from here? That is the question. Next up is GDXJ. Gold miners have been hurting. You've crossed over to a bull market, but you've remained under a bearish trend momentum reading as the prices keep falling. Now you hit secondary objective, which is the bottom of the Kumo cloud, and the market is just kind of chilling here. And so far, the bottom of the Kumo cloud support is holding. But if this keeps extending out, you're probably gonna fall off the cliff and just go into a deep dive, a deep fall into these miners, and then the 52-week low is coming into play. Not looking good right now for the miners. Now, as far as the Dow, all right, so this is what we got going on right now with the Dow. This is ticker DIA. You're still moving sideways. You're in a bull market, but you still got this bearish trend momentum reading, and you got multiple overhead resistance zones, and the market is starting to extend downward. So far, the top of the Kumo cloud has been holding as a support for the last 2 weeks, but as these bands begin to narrow, that makes it easier for price action to just go into free fall. So not looking very bullish for the Dow, ladies and gentlemen. And need I also remind you, back-to-back bot checks. See the diamond here, and we haven't moved yet, but it's inevitable that a big drop is coming with these two positive bot checks. So just be ready. And this is a crash alert bar. We got very small downside initial production, but more is to come. So be alert and be ready. Next up is the US dollar index. And you see here that it's in a bear market and you have a bullish trend momentum reading. The market's just hugging the bottom of the Kumo cloud initial upside target. and is finding support and resistance simultaneously, making it difficult for the dollar to do anything right now. All right, so it's just staying afloat up here, but it doesn't have much else. There's no conviction to the downside or the upside. You did get this big move here. You got this bot check, then you had this immediate drop, and then the market recovered. So we'll see how long this thing can stay afloat like this. Next up is the Ethereum futures. And you'll notice that this market is trendless. And we have ourselves a situation where you had this rally alert, then you got the upside initial production, followed by another rally alert, followed by another upside production. But this time we made a bullish pointer, crashed into the close after hitting a new weekly high. And you still got a bullish trend momentum reading. So I think over the weekend, this is going to move sideways until it's ready to test or take out the bullish pointer in Ethereum. Next up is XRP Ripple. Still in a bear market, but we have a bullish trend momentum reading, and price action's been trying to rally, but the overhead resistance so far is proving to be difficult to overcome. Next up is Theta. It's in a bear market and it's flat. Every little miniature rally is being sold with these crash alerts. And we have another one here on tap for tonight into tomorrow's trading. Altcoins are really struggling right now. Next up is Litecoin. Litecoin has a crash alert for tonight into tomorrow's trading, still in a bear market. And it's also consolidated up here at these current levels. Next up is Bitcoin futures. You're also trendless at the moment, but you got bullish trend momentum reading. You had this nice bear market rally. All right. You still got the gap back here. Had a rally alert followed by explosive upside production, followed by more explosive upside production, bullish pointer, and a new weekly high to boot. So we'll see how far this thing can run. Next up is Link or Chainlink, and it's still just flat. Nothing's happening. Crash alert for tonight and tomorrow's trading. Bear market with the bearish trend momentum reading. All right, looking at housing now. This is ticker XHB. This is the home builders ETF. And if you notice that it's in a bull market, but it's been under a bearish trend momentum reading. So a lot of overhead pressure, and you have multiple overhead resistance zones, and you got a negative bot check. And we're starting to drop. I think a big drop is coming. Top of the Kumo cloud at $63 a share is now in play for the home builders index. All right, and we looked at the US dollar to cash market. Now let's look at the ETF UUP. You see it's in a bear market with a bullish trend momentum reading. Price action trying to push into the Kumo cloud. This thing, though, is consolidated and just moving sideways. Not a lot for you to do here. All right, next up is Nat Gas. Nat Gas is still in a bear market, and you're under a bullish trend momentum reading, but nothing's happening. Multiple rally alerts, and the market still can't get up. This bear market for nat gas is rough, and it's mainly because we've been in a very mild winter, and not just in the U.S. but worldwide. Worldwide mild winter. So unless something changes with the supply demand dynamic, it's going to stay low like this. I know, weird, isn't it? Yeah, strange, man. Stranger things, stranger markets. Definitely. This thing is falling from the $10 handle in the futures, from the $35 handle here in the ETF. The ticker is UNG, and now we're all the way down to was that $6 or $8. So yeah, man, rough going for nat gas. Next up is the unleaded gasoline. The ticker is UGA. All right, this is the United States Gasoline Fund ETF, and it's in a bull market with a bullish trend momentum reading. And we've had back-to-back rally alerts, but the market really hasn't gotten up to do anything as of yet. Still waiting for this one also to update. All right, next up is TLT, the long bond ETF. And you'll notice that the long bond ETF is struggling. The bond market still is not recuperated, is not healed, and the economy is just a little rough. What the Fed is doing is keeping pressure on it. You're in a bear market with a bearish trend momentum reading, and the market is starting to fall outside of the Kumo cloud and go into free fall, which means now the 52-week lows from back here are now in play for bonds. I know. Weird. S&P 500 by way of ticker SPY. You can see the market is trendless, consolidated up here with a bearish trend momentum reading. And today we got a negative bot check alert, which means a big down move is coming. Kumo Cloud's down here at $390 a share. You're at 406 or 408. So the last time we got a bot check was a positive bot check back here the week of January the 20th, and we got this explosive up move. So a like in kind move is coming, but to the downside. So be ready for the market drop. Next up is silver by way of ticker SLV, and you're in a bull market, but you've been under a bearish trend momentum reading, and now, as of today, you have a neutralization bar that just came up. A neutralized market alert. The last one we got was back here, and look how the price action literally went nowhere. All right, for almost 2 weeks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. Yep, almost 2 weeks. Neutralized. Being consolidated like this from this here is one thing, but being neutralized is slightly different than a regular consolidation, because under a neutralized market, you're not going to rally or crash. You're not going to do anything but stay level like a flat line. And that's what's coming up here as the market has. And it's funny, you got this indicator going off, sounding alarms, just as the price action fell outside of the Kumo cloud to the downside. So you're technically in a free fall status, but you got hit with a neutralization alert, which means that something grabbed the price action as it was going over the cliff. Someone reached a hand down and grabbed it, and just it's holding on for dear life. I don't know how long the neutralized can last, but silver right now is being held. It is being held up by toothpaste and chewing gum. NASDAQ 100 by way of the QQQ. The trend right now is non-existent with a bearish trend momentum reading and a crash alert for tomorrow. Kumo Cloud is all the way down here at the $280 level. That's quite a drop from where you are now. Looking at a $23 drop coming in your NASDAQ 100. All right, that's all we got for today. I see you, Antonio. Let's see here, APRN. All right, let's see what we got here for you. Blue Apron Holdings. Let's see what we got. All right, so this one's in a bear market, And we just got a neutralization alert with a crash alert for tomorrow. So what this means is the price action more than likely is not going to see anything significant happen. The last time you had a crash alert with a neutralization alert was back here on this bar here from January 24th. And then prior to that was back here January the 17th. So this market has been flatlined for quite some time, and it's just really struggling to get up and go and do anything. So nothing going on this one, unfortunately, nothing to see here. All right, folks, so that will do it. Hopefully everyone will have a wonderful weekend. Remember, Monday is a holiday in the States, so therefore there will be an abbreviated holiday schedule. So just FYI. And with that being said, remember the system works if you work the system. So make money, not excuses. Bulls make money, bears make money, and pigs get slaughtered. So remember to take what you can and give nothing back. Smash that like button. What up to Thomas? What up to Antonio? What up to Aaron? Don't forget to smash that like button, fellas. And have a great weekend. See ya in the next one. Peace.